Herzlich willkommen zum Deep Diving Experience Podcast. Dein vertrauensvoller Raum, um tief zu gehen. Mein Name ist Frederik Madle und gemeinsam tauchen wir heute wieder ab, um über Spiritualität, Psychedelika und Schamanismus zu sprechen. Und das Wissen über das wundervolle Geschenk, die Heilung deiner Seele, zurück in das Bewusstsein unserer Gesellschaft zu bringen und lerne interessante Persönlichkeiten kennen, die bereits den Mut hatten, ihr Geschenk zu empfangen. Heute zu Gast Edoardo, welcome to the Deep Diving Experience Podcast. Nice to see you here.
Thank you, brother. Pleasure.
Before we start, I just want to share some words in German. Und zwar an all diejenigen, die jetzt denken, warum ist es schon wieder eine englische Podcast-Folge? Also mittlerweile ist es die zweite Podcast-Folge, die jetzt auf Englisch sein wird, und es wird hin und wieder mal immer wieder auch Podcast-Folgen in Englisch geben, und zwar mit den Gästen, die der deutschen Sprache nicht mächtig sind. Und deshalb wird es hin und wieder mal englische Folgen geben. Und ganz wichtig, falls du der englischen Sprache jetzt nicht so mächtig bist oder lieber einen deutschen Podcast hören würdest, es gibt die Möglichkeit für dich auf YouTube einfach dir die Untertitel anzeigen zu lassen in Deutsch, und dann bekommst du quasi die ganze Folge auf Deutsch übersetzt. Also so viel dazu. And now let's switch back to English.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, bro?
Very good under this beautiful sun, Spain.
Nice.
Life is beautiful.
Oh, yes. So nice. So, I just want to speak in this podcast episode about we know each other for, I don't know, last year, December or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And since then we experienced a lot of ceremonies and also beautiful retreats together. So, and you are sharing so beautiful music and frequencies in these amazing sacred ceremonies. So, and I just want to speak about, of course, also about music, but what I'm also very interested in is like about and I know from your you shared a lot to me that you had many different medicines and a lot of psychedelic experience and all this stuff. And I just want to, maybe you can share something about your life. How was your life before? And what happened to you? And
of course, yes.
What changed it? What changed your life?
Well, it's pretty a long story, but there are few key steps, key moments that can be taken as an example to actually explain, the evolution that I went through, that I keep going through. Just after school and the university, I started with psychology and neuroscience.
Yeah.
And
at school, you were in Italy?
Yes, I was living in Italy, in center Italy, Perugia. It's a beautiful little city in the middle of hills, amazing place. So I was always interested in mind and in a more scientific point of view, and what was going on, how thoughts and divine experiences, dreams, and substances related to what is happening inside our head.
Mm-hmm.
I was very fascinated.
Okay.
These led me to start to experiment with psychedelics when I was little more than a teenager.
Okay.
And since the first time, it was for me something not just for fun. I mean, I did it maybe a few times just to have fun, but I quickly realized that there was something happening. And I was actually feeling so much that, of course, that for me wasn't just, woohoo, nice. It helped me so much also to get out of my addictions, because I was addicted to many substances. I was using many drugs, a way of escaping, and everyone had quite probably, not everyone, but most of us had difficult times back in the days. And I was dealing with that, like running away, basically. Psychedelics, LSD, and mushrooms especially helped me so much in coping and dealing in a proper way with all of this. Plus meditation and the Buddhism that also came in my life. All together, there was this spiritual, sacred wave just coming into my life, telling me, Edoardo, wake up, because like this, you're not going far.
Okay, interesting.
So,
you think a lot of people, because it was also for me like the first experience I had was also like to have some fun and to just experience life, but I didn't realize like the potential of the substances. So do you think the most people that are just taking it for having fun, they realize how they can use it?
Well, it's not on me to judge what people do and how they. But what do I think is like that, especially maybe here in the West, there is a bit of misconception of what psychedelic really are. I mean, I don't know either, of course, but I see many people that needs a little bit more time to understand the full potential of what actually is going on, what is possible. I was lucky enough to have this spiritual wave hitting me, the Buddhism, and me really trying to find a way to feel better, because I was really feeling bad. So it was a perfect synchronicity. And for example, one of my first trip was having LSD and reading a full book from Osho. And I was really reading
on
a book
LSD.
on LSD. And it was like having this dialogue, like me and you right now, and I was speaking with Osho. But it was amazing. And so, because I was fascinated by mind and I was reading a lot, I immediately see the exercises that were possible to do with these substances.
Yes.
And it wasn't not so sacred at first for me. It was more like self-exploration that is sacred by itself. But I was very naive. So I do believe that everyone can really feel the potential of it if you are also pointed in a way that, okay, I want to find answers or new questions.
And if you also open yourself for it, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, nice, interesting. So you started very early and
yes,
had a lot of different experience. What would you say, like, which experience changed your life the most?
Well, my life is a ever-changing experience. And the most important things that happen in my life, one of the most important is the arriving of the handpan in my life.
Okay.
And it's very connected to all of these, because I started very early with psychedelics, and I had a lot of experience very close one to each other. But sorry. After a while, I stopped to just go there, because otherwise I was trying to stop with drugs, and I was like just changing the substance and using it in the same way, like just take it because it's nice. So after a while, I took a break from psychedelics while I was still living a psychedelic life, because music, the university, and the handpan arrived like 1 year after all of this.
Okay.
And that was the beginning of what I'm doing now since 10 years.
Crazy.
That is like going around, connecting with people and exploring myself and trying to do my part in this world.
But how came the handpan into your life?
So I was living my truth finally. I was connecting with myself for the very first time. Thanks to all this experience, the Buddhism, the meditation, it was a constant thing. It was really constant, and the psychedelics experience. At one point, I just found this instrument in my hometown from a guy that was selling it. And it was a very high price. I was a university student living with my parents, didn't have a job, so it was very hard to get it. But that was the thing. I just set the intention and I spent everything I had. Really, it was a leap of faith, like everything I had. I even sold some gold of mine.
Yeah.
Really just whatever. It was to 2014 and I got this handpan. Not a very good one, to be honest. But I didn't know, and I was the happiest man on earth.
Nice.
And after not even a month, I quit the university. I left my place. I left my girlfriend, and I just started to travel. I wanted to explore my country, and I was feeling that I was doing something that I was supposed to do. That wasn't something that I was really choosing, and that was driving me crazy. And, the psychedelic experience really opened me up, and I was actually realizing that everything is possible. I can actually be happy and do something that makes me happy, that is somehow giving a contribution to this society and this world in a higher way. And it's paying my food, basically. So I wanted to try. And so I just started
because
to travel.
food is also very important for your life,
yeah,
right?
it's a very important topic, as you can. I mean, it's not very noticeable, but it's something important.
So it's a good combination. You play music and then you can buy food.
It was perfect.
Nice.
I was living in a van, traveling around Italy, and playing on the street, getting exactly what I needed, and then sleeping in forest or on the seaside, and just being me. Maybe I was running away from responsibilities, but at the same time, I had different kind of responsibilities. I had to provide for everything. And living in a van can be nice, but there are a lot of limits, a lot of things that you need to be smart.
Yes.
So it was a good university for me.
How long was this journey in
almost
the van?
5 years.
5 years
Yes,
you lived in a
almost.
van?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So you traveled around in Europe? Or?
First was Italy, and I was living with a partner, with a woman, Pamela. And we shared the whole experience together. I bought the camper van, and then she came with me, and we shared all this experience together. So I wasn't alone. She is a painter, a very nice one. And we had this show on the street. So I was playing handpan. She was making a live painting and selling some of her art.
How beautiful, nice.
Yes, and then we were connecting with people, and we had the chance to explore Italy in a very deep way. Little villages, connecting with local people, eating with them, sharing music, and humans are just amazing. It's just full of beautiful souls. Sometimes we just see the bad stuff because it's easy to point it out. But it's so full of amazing beings everywhere.
Yeah.
And so after that, also Europe, of course.
Yeah. Also, the question is what you want to see. Also when you are opening yourself for beautiful souls and you are ready to receive them or welcome them to your life, of course.
Definitely. It's, of course, reciprocity things about you are opening up, and also you are open to see the beauty, and because it's everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
You also made some bad experience in this case.
Well, I can say that I'm a very lucky person, and I also realize that I create my luck.
Oh yes.
But I cannot recall something that was, oh my God, that was horrible. I had, of course, few problems, few moments, maybe playing on the street with the police that can just push you away, or
really
nothing really like that kind of recall that is
no, go away. Don't play music.
Sometimes music
good.
is not allowed. Music is not allowed.
Music is medicine.
Yeah.
Go away.
And I was 23, 24. I was very, hey, what is not allowed? Come on, what are you saying?
Bro, I feel you so much. I know these conversations with cops, what is the problem? What is going on? Why should I wear my mask here outside?
Yeah. But bad experiences, like something bad, or oh my God, I had few problems with the van that stopped in the middle of the way, or once I got robbed while I was having an amazing breakfast in south of Italy. I was just 20 minutes away.
No.
We went away. They waited for us because it was full of luxurious camper van.
Okay.
And then there was our that you can open with a screwdriver.
Yeah, microphone.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. And you can open with a screwdriver, and we went away 20 minutes having an amazing breakfast in south of Italy. Wow, amazing. Still remember that breakfast. And then we got back, and the van was open. Everything was everywhere. And there were my instruments inside, 2 handpans.
Oh.
But fortunately, it was 2016. The people still in Italy especially didn't know about the handpan. So they probably saw that and say, this is maybe some kind of walk, or I don't know. And so they didn't take it, It was just there. They took the money from the night before we did on the street. And it was 150 something, I don't know.
Okay.
And yeah, that was a moment that was bad, but come on, that's life. Shit happens.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So you were traveling for 5 years through Europe, especially in Italy, or?
Yeah, I was based mostly in Italy because it's honestly to busk and to do street music in Italy. It's one of the best places in Europe because
Really?
it's very suitable. There are little villages, a lot of historical places, so tourists going also in little places.
Okay.
And it's good to find a nice corner with a nice acoustic instead of a big place where it's full of stimuli, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like south of France, even Spain and Portugal. South of Europe is very suitable for what I do, for what I like. I don't like pompous stuff or like, whoa, great show. I like intimate moments on the street. So yeah, I did that, Italy and Europe. Then in the meanwhile, I was spending the winter in India. So I was doing like 6 months there and then coming back because, you know, I don't like so much the cold. I mean, at that time especially. So
I feel it.
And so I had this experience of 6 months and 6 months in India while I was studying music and just traveling around, exploring a new culture and growing. I was 24, 25. And then the medicine came, actually. It was the first moment that Mamacita Ayahuasca and DMT started to present themselves in my life. Still, I said no. Like the first time, I feel not ready. I was scared. I was genuinely scared because I didn't know, of course, but I knew that we were talking about something very deep, very important, very sacred. And I was feeling very unbalanced and probably was the best moment to do that. But I was scared.
Yes.
So that was the first contact that I already knew about ayahuasca and all the medicine and the shamanism. But that was the first contact in my life. Like, hey, do you want to join us for the ceremony tonight?
Okay. So everything you did before was just doing it by yourself, and then you had a break for these years?
Exactly, yes. I was having experiences with friends, some moments of mushrooms in forest, but everything,
nice.
Everything was always like not just having around, tripping around. It was always like, okay, let's sit a moment, let's meditate.
Yes.
So I had the lucky to spend time with those kind of people.
All right. So, and then came like an invitation to...
Exactly. I was in Goa and few people invited me and somehow I didn't feel very safe. I didn't know the people. It was on the same night. So it was a very spontaneous things. And nowadays, like today, I would say yes, because I'm very spontaneous and I know that the medicine has her own intelligence. But
definitely.
But I was very inexperienced and I didn't trust so much these people. So I wasn't feeling very safe.
Okay, interesting. So, but then how was your experience? So you started, or you?
No, well, after a little break, then I started to grow mushrooms. I started to do more self-experiment, and then the very first ceremony that I had, beside mushroom ceremonies, that they actually introduced me into the sacred space of a ceremony. But Mamacita was 4 years ago, so it's not so long, and it was very intense. It was after saying no for so many years because the same crew friends of mine started to invite me, and I was still scared. I was still like running away from facing what I knew I had to face. And then at one point it was an opportunity that I couldn't say no anymore because it wasn't just the ceremony itself, but then a special moment with the shaman, Ramon, to have like a music laboratory because all of my friends are musicians, producers of nice level. They do amazing stuff. And so there was the possibility to just be all together with also a professor from a music school from Milan or Turin, I don't remember. And with the shaman singing, and we recorded in 2 nights on the medicine, 13 hours of music.
Really?
Yes. Yes, I'm still waiting for those files. I just have to write to these guys, but I know there is, and I don't know where to find it yet. But jungle people. But there is this, and
it's on Jungle
beautiful.
Tube.
Exactly,
You can find it
somewhere connecting into the heights. But it was amazing,
Nice.
So it was 6 days actually of medicine for me.
6 days.
Yeah, one after the other, and in this beautiful place in the mountains in Italy, north of Italy. Yeah, magical moment and click.
So how? Yeah, I can feel it. What do you say? Like how these 6 days or 6 nights, how they changed your life after? Or what happened exactly?
Entirely. Well, happened a lot of stuff, and so flashback. India changed myself so much. And so much, like how to give value to things and what is important in life and so on.
Yeah. How came the idea to go to India?
At first, it was just because I want to go in a warm place, and then I wanted to go to another place. But then Pamela, my partner at that time, she's like 12 years older than me. She said, we should go to India. I think that could be a nice thing. And then I just trust her.
Okay,
Didn't expect all of that. But I'm glad that I did it and that I trusted her. And yeah, it was amazing.
Okay.
Then coming back to what we were saying, the medicine and this experience was the second time that my life just entirely changed. How I feel, how I perceive, how I'm present, and the connection with the other people and what I'm doing, self-belief, the music. Everything was affected by it because I faced again myself and all my inner universe, and not only myself, because this is just a little part of the whole thing. For real. I did it for real, and I was very proud that I was really there and present for myself and let go everything and just being able to purge, to accept whatever was coming. And the work was after that. After those 6 days, everything I was doing in my life was on a new light with a purpose, and I was feeling that I could actually do much more than what I was doing. I was really limiting myself.
Mm-hmm.
And since the first time, I was feeling this very good connection with Mamacita. But this is something that most people say after a few ceremonies. So I waited before really, okay, let's try to be more involved in all of this world. I stepped back from that. I said, let's connect more. Let's participate to all of these and let's see. And that was my first moment. And of course, my circle of friends and people around me changed so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was attracting like very conscious people. Everyone was teaching me, like always, but now even more, so much.
Yes.
And there was this exchange that I was noticing that I was always also saying something, teaching something with my being, with my behavior and my music. And so this constant flowing of giving, receiving, changed my world entirely and my perception.
Nice. I can feel it so much. And also like, I remember a time when I started to work with, like personal development. And then there was one guy, he said in the coaching, like, there will come a time where you will change your friends and all the people around you. And I said, come on, bro, I just want to do my business. And no, why should I change? And now I said, okay, yeah, I got it. Because of course your environment is so important for yourself. Like you cannot hang around with people they are not so conscious or like it.
Yeah, it's also mirroring you, I mean,
yes,
there is no
sure.
separation between your inner world and your outside world. There is a very strong connection.
Yes.
Really, it's an illusion, the duality that is there. We need that, but at the end, when we say we create our own reality, we are creators and all of this stuff, it's really because there is a very, very powerful connection with everything around us. And it's not just mirroring, but it's giving to us what we are in that moment. So when you live your truth, you get what is true for you. That's it.
Yes. it's Yeah, it's so simple, but it's also
It's
like
so hard to feel it. Yeah.
yes. Also, when you felt it, but you forget it every time again.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
so human, you know. That's the exercise, you know. It's like
Yeah,
you go to
yeah.
gym, you
Yeah.
want to train on music or whatever. If you do it once, cool. But you want to be able to just sit and play and do your music or whatever, you need exercises.
Oh, nice. That's a good point. Like you need to exercise and always to remember and repeat how you create everything, how powerful you are, and who you really are.
Yes, because we are in a place nowadays, in a society, in a world that is not giving you the opportunity to feel it for real. No, to not say anything bad, you know, just to be polite and kind. I mean, we are in a place that is not allowing us to take our space, to feel, but we are constantly like overstimulated by everything, and so there is no space. For us.
And it's so beautiful when you just create this space with people around. Like here, we are here right now and enjoying the time with the beautiful team after a beautiful retreat. And then you have people like when it's normal to take space for you, to meditate, to let flow all the emotion through you. And then it's like a completely different life, you know?
Definitely. Really. Yeah. It could be so simple, but I understand why it's so difficult. So I'm totally aware.
Yeah, for sure.
So yes.
You also you need to open yourself to change something in your life. Yeah, it's not that you just sitting and meditate and wait that something is happening. You also need to go the action step and say,
Definitely.
I want to change something in my life, and I open myself, and then you connect with other people, and this helps you a lot.
Yes.
It really helps you a lot.
Yes.
Right. We spoke. What is your favorite medicine? What would you say?
This is a very hard question because every medicine, I mean, they are very different and also very, very
Or you can
similar.
also, or you share like your top 3 favorite medicines.
I can say that, of course, I have ayahuasca in my heart. Yahe, ayahuasca is the medicine. I really feel it. And not to say that other plants and sacred are not medicines.
Yeah.
But if I have to say what's my favorite, I could probably say mushrooms, just because there is less body work to do. That is more pleasant.
Yeah.
But if I have to speak in terms of when I really want to work deep and then clean myself, goes into a cleansing moment, well, there is no space for anything else in my life. That's just ayahuasca.
Yeah. Okay,
but
nice.
I'm very connected with all of these gifts that we have from nature that are trying to help us and support us. They are very good allies to just give a nice overview of everything. And I'm really in a deep love and respect, and again, respect for all of this is so beautiful. And so a favorite one, so hard.
I feel it so much. But also what you shared about mushrooms, I also think like mushrooms is the beautiful way to just connect with medicine and to start and to just get in touch with it. I think in my opinion, it's the beautiful way to start with some medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. So in South America, they call the mushroom Los Niños de la Selva. That means
Los Niños de la Selva.
That means the
this
kids
means like
of the forest.
La Selva.
La Selva is the forest, the jungle.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Of course. Los Niños.
Los Niños. This was easy. But
Los Niños. Nice. So the kids of the forest.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense, but if we just have a little pills, a scientific pills, mushrooms are here on this planet way before plants.
For sure, mushrooms is like the ground.
So it's interesting, no? Los Niños de la Selva, and then we refer to plants like mama and father. It's just interesting. I like this. This thing. It's very interesting. But I do understand why, actually, because mushrooms are very nice to start to connect. They can be very intense. They are very strong.
For sure.
It's really strong. They have this moment of transition that it's very confused. There is a lot of energy going on with mushrooms, like whoa, a lot of also laughing. There is this inner child
Yeah,
coming in. Oh, no?
yeah.
That's
there's
why.
child
So-
energy also.
And so I do believe that yes, they are amazing to work, but also for example, the combination with some copy, and that's something
That's
that
so nice.
add some kind of order, like
Yeah.
Mamacita coming into the space.
Yeah, just
the
just
kids.
just
Yeah,
to explain,
please.
like copy is just a part from ayahuasca, and you and can invite the spirit from ayahuasca in this experience. I also spoke about with a episode with Miri and another episode, so it can be very intense.
It's very intense. It's very beautiful. It's really exactly bringing the spirit of Mamacita into the space, and it's just amazing.
Yeah,
And yes, it's just one of the two main components. It's actually the ayahuasca vine. When we refer to the ayahuasca as a vine, that's capi. Banisteriopsis capi is the name. And the ayahuasca brew is a combination of two plants. That is the capi and the Psychotria viridis, or chacruna,
yeah.
chacrunita, chariponga, chacropanga, many names.
Okay,
And yes.
I didn't know so many names for
Yeah,
it.
every region, Colombia, Brazil, Peru, and then tribes, they call the plants maybe in different ways, but then it's that.
Yeah, interesting. Nice. Beautiful. You ever? I know you experienced a lot of different things. You ever had the experience with Wilka?
Actually, no.
No. Okay,
Actually,
because
no.
this is also like, it's very the most people don't know even that it exists, and yeah, it's very, very nice and special. Also, like this intelligence, like it's so different, but it's also I really enjoyed it. It was very, very beautiful. And one beautiful medicine, we also spoke a little bit about it, is like the music.
Definitely.
And it's so beautiful to see, and I'm really enjoying it. And you're such an inspiration for me when it's like how in the ceremony everything is just flowing out of you. Like there's just something, like I cannot really describe it, but like the energy is flowing through your body, and you're just, and there is so beautiful music coming out of you.
Thank you, brother. I really like to repeat that, especially in ceremonies, because yes, I know my skills. I play the handpan since 10 years, so I have an approach to the instrument, a style, of course. And in ceremonies, I'm a channel. I'm like played by the medicine.
Yes.
There is this moment where it's not anymore me, and it's really, you said it right. It's just coming out from my body.
Yeah.
And yes, it's
like
beautiful.
the spirits in the space try to express themselves through you.
Yeah, through every one of us.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everyone with their own personal special gift.
Yeah.
And I'm so honored to be able to do this, and that the medicine is speaking through me sometimes and with me, and I can be at full service with what I love to do.
Yes.
So for me, it's like the best win-win situation that you can ever imagine.
Yeah, it's a beautiful combination for sure.
Just I'm so dankbar.
Yes, I'm also like you know it, and I also want to share it because I'm also in this process that I want to put more music, like live music, into the ceremonies. Also, at the last ceremony there was like a djembe, a drum, and I just started to play, and it was so beautiful. And I'm just in this process. I want to learn, and because it's so different, especially in ceremonies, when you listen or when you create your own music. Like it's like, the frequencies are so different when it's coming, no matter how big your sound speaker is, or it doesn't matter, because it's just playing some music, but it's nice and also beautiful songs. But when you play them live, also in the last ceremony with Xana, and she will playing these songs that we're hearing normally on the sound system, it's like so different. Like this energy is so nice, and it's so much more space.
Yeah, because it's connected to the moment that is happening,
Yeah,
music that is
yeah.
recorded is beautiful to listen, it's so good quality, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But then it's not in that present moment. It was recorded.
Oh, that's a nice point.
It's
I
not
never thought
there.
about it.
It's not there. the music that is playing in a ceremony.
It's like the
is
music.
so connected to what is going on.
Oh, nice.
Shana is
brother.
not playing songs randomly. She pick up something that is connected to that moment, that is expressing an energy. So this is what I do when I play the handpan. I try to follow what I feel that is going on in the space, and then I just forget about it, and I just let this energy go.
It's such a good point. I never thought about it. It's like when you play the music, also, of course, when I'm in the ceremonies, and I was working as a DJ for 10 years, and of course I also feel the energy, and then I don't play randomly any song. I choose this song because now it's matching with the energy in the space.
Of course.
But when I play the song is like, it's not live. It's like an old version of something in the past.
Yeah. Nothing to say against recorded music, but if we speak about ceremonies, it's not just about how you feel and the stuff about the present moment, but it's also the medicine itself. Because when you move your body, when you play music, you are present, you are there, and you maybe have something that could be stuck in your body that you cannot access it just with your thoughts or with your mind or with your visions. But maybe you need to do a movement, dancing, playing, whatever it is. So
nice.
That's very important. It's very, very important. And I can see how people can process stuff in their own inner journey through moving, singing, playing. This is just amazing.
Nice. Oh, it's so good. Music is so beautiful. Also, without ceremonies, when you just be part, or you are at the live concert or somewhere, street music or something, it's like, the people just stop and listening, because it's like, so there's something like the attraction to just listen and enjoy the present moment.
Yes, definitely. It's
nice.
It's beautiful. On the street, what I really loved was when somebody took the time to stop like 1 minute and really listen and feel what was going on and then offer whatever it was and say thank you.
Yes.
And
wow.
That was, in the cities, in Italy, like in Europe, everyone is going so fast. Everyone is so inside, deep into their own world.
Yes.
And so having these people coming saying thank you, not just, hey, you are good, but hey, thank you for this moment.
Wow.
Then I started to create like 1 minute moments, like all the time that somebody was stopping. So I was like playing randomly, like enjoying the scale of my instrument and doing some stuff just without a proper structure. And then the moment that people were stopping, I was starting a story of 1 minute, because then they were. So it was very beautiful to connect with the present moment. Also the streets taught me that.
So inspiring, because when you just walk around the big cities, like everyone like watching on their phone, calling, and Instagram, mail, and there's no space for, they are so.
And sometimes just in front of you or next to you, there is something beautiful happening. That is not me playing, could be whatever. Maybe it's me playing, you enjoyed it so much, or could be anything, and you don't see it because you are not present.
Yes.
Just like,
and it's like, when you hear like live music, it's like a beautiful invitation to arrive to the present moment.
Always.
Oh, it's so good.
Always.
That's so good.
In any moments of the piece that is played.
Because it's like pulling you out from wherever you are.
Yes.
And your thoughts and what is going on, and I should do and this and that and all the problems and blah, 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 blah.
Could also be the perfect soundtrack for your inner
this
path
is so
of
deep.
that moment. You're just like listening to something that maybe is so well connected on what is going on inside you, and so it's giving you energy to process it. Music is a medicine. Music is a language that speaks to many sides of us.
And the good thing is, everyone understands this language, no matter which language you are speaking.
You say
it's like
exactly.
same with love.
Got it.
And laughing. It's like these are language you can also communicate with an animal.
Absolutely.
Also, the animals.
Yes.
So it's like
I can tell you about that. Yes. yes.
That's so nice. Wow. Thank you so much for this beautiful perspective.
Thank you.
It's good. Nice. I feel so fulfilled. So thank you for everything you shared. Was beautiful. I think there's so many things we could talk about.
Definitely.
But for the very beginning, it was very, very nice.
Thank you, brother, for this invitation. It's such a pleasure, I love you so much. It's so nice to just have these moments, have fun, and share something that I hope could be inspiring or
for sure,
whatever.
For sure.
It's
nice. It's always like a beautiful co-creation.
Always. Danke.
So maybe at the end you have something what you just want to share with these beautiful people that are listening to this podcast.
Well, spontaneously, let's see what comes up. If we speak about ceremonies and everybody wants to join or is thinking, okay, this is my moment, just respect all of these, trust the process and be you. And when you feel the call, that's the moment. That's just the moment. And if you allowed yourself to be brave, you will discover how strong you can be and how the power of community on connecting with other humans for real, heart to heart, it's what will bring every one of us in this amazing, magnificent world to the next level in the evolution. And we just need to love and to understand that love is a concept that humans really are kind of limiting with loving relationship and friendship. But love is so much more. It's so difficult to describe. It's like music can do it much better. And so to really connect with everyone, because we need you, we need us, we need to be together in our own individual being, like everyone with his, her, their own way of being. But speaking from my heart to your heart, being true, honest, this is something achievable. And so I'm nobody to teach anything to anybody. I just want to say, hey guys, let's do this all together because we are doing it. We can. So I'm very positive. And I do believe that ceremonies, the medicine, not only, but of course, this can help a lot. It's a good opportunity to remember who we really are and how we can live this life that is not just what they are presenting to us, but we can be happy and we can make money while we are being happy, so we can pay for our house, for our children, and for our food. And
for sure.
For my food. And so, also Keenam always say, love is always the answer.
Oh, yes.
So, just love.
Oh, yes. So beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, bro. So thank you so much for sharing. It was beautiful inspiration. And it's always so beautiful to just spend time with you. And I'm looking forward to learn some music from you. How
I'll do my best to share my knowledge and really thank you for all this. It's the same feeling. It's always a pleasure to spend time together in these beautiful places and have fun and go deep. So thank you, brother.
So thank you also for listening and see you the next time. Thank you so much and goodbye.
Vielen Dank, dass du dir heute wieder den Raum geschenkt hast, eine weitere Deep Diving Experience mitzuerleben. Wenn die heutige Folge etwas in dir bewegt hat, dann freue ich mich über Feedback, eine Bewertung, einen Daumen nach oben oder ein Abo. Alle weiteren Infos findest du direkt unter dem Video oder in den Shownotes. Schalte auch gerne wieder zur nächsten Folge ein und bis dahin wünsche ich dir eine wundervolle Zeit. Dein Frederik.